Grįžtame į Kauno Žalgirio areną, kur pasibaigė ir Tel Avivo Maccabi komandos treniruotė. Šį kartą Maccabi, kaip jūs žinote, pradėjo treniruotis anksčiau nei Kauno Žalgiris. Žalgiriečiai tik tai dabar stos į treniruočių centrą ir plušės paskutinį kartą prieš šio vakaro rungtynes. Noriu priminti, 19:45 Kauno Žalgiris Tel Avivo Maccabi. Labai svarbios rungtynės abiems komandoms. Maccabi iškovojusi 2 pergalės, Žalgiris kol kas be pergalių, tačiau kauniečiams to taško aišku labai norėtųsi ir pirmasis galbūt bus šiandieną čia. Na, šalia mane sėdi, ko gero, vienas iškalbingiausių Europos trenerių, D.Blattas. Good morning, coach.
Good morning.
I just said to our spectators that one of the most eloquent coach of Europe is sitting next to me. Coach, what was your last speech to your players after the last practice?
Well, you know, we always talk about principles and about the basic things that you need to do in any game to win, and then we work our way into the specifics of our opponent, and generally in the end we try to talk to the soul of the player, you know, the mental side, which is really important in any match, but particularly as the season goes along, you know, the things become clearer and clearer, and the players become more and more trained in terms of the things that they need to do in any particular game. But the mental side takes on a very, very big role, because you know you have to get yourself up. You can't allow yourself to take it easy for a game, or to lose concentration, or to get off of the level that you need to be at in order to perform in this competition. So that's generally how we go about it.
Do you have some special feelings coming back to Lithuania, to Žalgiris home court, maybe?
Yeah, well, you know, obviously I've been here many times in Lithuania, and specifically here, whether it be with EuroLeague teams that I've coached, particularly Maccabi, and also with the Russian national team. You know, we spent a lot of time here in various games, whether they were preparation games or Eurobasket 2011, and you know, Lithuania is not only a beautiful country, but obviously it's a great basketball country. So it's a happy time for me to come here.
Before this game, you said that you need to watch out for Šaras. Do you feel that Šaras still can be so dangerous as a few years ago?
You know, it's not only Šaras, first of all, but you know, certain players have the capability of showing up for particular matches. You know, I know Šaras personally, and obviously, like everyone, I know about his great career. So he's one of those guys. You know, he's one of those unusual players that can raise his level at a particular time to a very high standard. But you know, Zalgiris is a team that has many talented players, and there's a lot of guys that can hurt you if you're not careful.
Skorcianidis stayed in Tel Aviv. How much important is it for your team?
Well, you know, he's obviously one of our main players, but injuries are part of any season, and are something that all teams have to deal with. You know, you hate to see a guy like Sofol not playing. Number one, for the fans. Number two, for him, and of course, number three, for our team, because we do a lot of specific things with and for Sofol that help us to be a successful team. But you know, that's part of the business, and you can't use that as an excuse, and you can't allow that to be something that keeps you from playing to win.
Coach, don't think that I'm an agent 007, but maybe it's not a secret. Is Ricky Hickman ready to play tonight? You
know, he's going to try. He got hit pretty good in the shoulder on Monday, and it's not an injury that should keep him out for a long period of time, but I would say in a normal situation he would not play. This, of course, is a EuroLeague game and an important one, so we'll see if he can get out there. But he's not 100% healthy.
Tonight will be your first competition against Saulius Štombergas as a coach. What kind of player do you remember him?
So this was one of the great Lithuanian players and European players. You know, he, in my opinion, at another time and place, would have been an NBA player. You know, I think probably, you know, during that period of time when he was at his peak, the NBA teams were still not as convinced about the capabilities of the European players to make the jump. And there were very few that they trusted in that environment. But had it been the environment of today, there's no doubt in my mind that he would have been in the NBA.
Žalgiris started top 16 stage very hard against Munich Bayern team. What kind of game do you expect tonight?
You know, good friend of mine, Charles Barton, used to say every game has a life of its own. You know, and I'm sure that game against Bayern will have very little relation to tonight's game. It's, you know, they're different. It's a different time, and we're a different team. And you know, honestly, I saw that game, and Bayern just shot the ball so well from many difficult positions that you know, it was very tough for Zalgiris to get themselves into that game. So you know, I don't expect the same kind of game.
Coach, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Ačiū visiems Žalgiris TV žiūrovams. D.Blattas dabar už mikrofono užkliuvęs. Gerai, šitas eis į įrašus. Na, o mes netrukus bendrausim su D.Blu. Niekur nedinkite. Viskas labai greitai čia vyksta ir vienas tų, kurį taip pat labai gerai prisimena Kauno Žalgirio gerbėjai, vienas seniausių Maccabi narių, tiesa, iš Maccabi komandos tos legendinės 2002-2004 komandos jis kėlėsi į daugybę kitų komandų, šiandieną jis vėl Tel Avivo komandos narys. Mes jį geriau žinome kaip D.Blu tentalį, dabar jis D.Blu ir tai jau ne pirmi metai. David, how many times you played against Šaras not as a teammate?
Not as a teammate? Wow, I suppose 2 years ago when he was playing for Panathinaikos, we played 5 games, so I suppose only 5 games.
Is it special feeling play against Šaras?
Yes, because I remember he was one of the first guys in Europe that really helped me understand what it meant to be a professional in Europe.
David, you are still a very important player for Maccabi. I saw your statistic. What is the secret of your youthful?
Probably good diet.
Good diet?
A lot of stretching, and really just, I love the game. I love to play, and when I'm on the court, I feel like a kid.
David, I'm sure that you saw both of Žalgiris game in top 16 stage. Žalgiris lost that games. What are your impressions about Žalgiris games?
You know, I didn't get a chance to see the 2 games. But you know, from what I heard, Byron made some pretty incredible shots in their win against Zalgiris, and of course Česka's a very solid team. But again, those first 2 games are finished, and I'm sure Zalgiris is prepared for tonight.
In your opinion, what could be the key to victory for both teams tonight?
Well, I think for us, we really need to rebound the ball. We need to rebound the ball well, take care of the ball, not too many turnovers, and definitely defend the 3-point shots. Other than that, I really haven't thought about what it will take for Zalgiris to win.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. I said for both teams, you're talking about Maccabi.
Yeah.
Well, which players of Žalgiris you could mention as the leaders of the team?
Well, certainly Šaras, because of his experience and playing against his former team. I'm sure he'll want to do well. Dentman is a very good playmaker for them. But Zalgiris, as usual, is a very good team. So I think the key will be for us, try to control the tempo and not let them run up and down as quickly as they like to.
backing to Sharas. Now he is 38 years old, if I'm correct. You played with him in one team. He was your teammate. Then he was 28 years old. Is he look old for you now?
I saw him yesterday, and I think I saw he had some gray hair. But other than that, he looks fit. His body looks fit, and judging by the video that we're watching, he looks like he's moving well. So, age is, what do they say, in the eyes of the beholder. So, he's out here playing, doing what he loves, and, that's all that matters.
Well, maybe he also uses a very good diet. Thank you.
I'm sure he does.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
D.Blu, nuostabus žmogus, daug šypsosi ir šiandieną jis, tikėkime, kad šypsosis Žalgirio arenoje, bet žiūrėdamas į gerą Šaro ir žalgiriečių žaidimą. Na, o šiandieną Žalgiris TV transliacija dar nesibaigė. Kauno Žalgirio komandos treniruotė kaip tik dabar prasidėjo ir ji baigsis maždaug po valandos, todėl 11:45 aš kviečiu visus sugrįžti prie savo kompiuterio ekranų ir pasiklausyti, ką čia. Taip pat tiesioginėme eteryje kalbės Gintaras Krapikas, o vėliau ir Martynas Pocius. Likite įsijungę.